Welcome to Heritage 100 Residence. My name is Aquia Natasha, and I am the Business Development Manager for Golden Coast Developers. Today, we have our Director of Sales here with us. His name is Jones Osei.
Yes. Nice to meet you, everyone. And finally, we are here. Last time we spoke, I introduced that the show house is going to be complete in a few months. So I'm happy that we're here today. We made good time. I know all of you have been anticipating what the interior of Golden Coast Developers Heritage 100 is going to look like. And today we're going to give you a deep dive, a thorough, detailed showcase of what we are offering. We are going to separate our segments into 4 classes.
4.
The first thing I'm going to break down for you is, it is the same. Heritage 100 was supposed to be a development that focuses on the ability to modernize without westernizing. Okay, we wanted to show the world that we could have really modern apartments without having a contemporary Western feel. We are able to stay true to who we are as Ghanaians and still deliver the 100% luxury that you expect. So the first feature I'd like to speak about is African touch. We were very deliberate in making sure that once in the apartments, we showcase that the feeling here is warm. That's very important in being in an African household. We focused on the elements, we focused on the wood textures, and we focused on stone. So you notice worktop here is a sort of textured quartz that feels a little rough on your fingers.
But it's nice, you know? It's a nice accent, and it brings a lot of warmth to the place.
We chose black for a reason. We felt like it brought out a little bit more of the craftsmanship and culture that we have in our society. Wood, very important.
Right.
You know, we wanted to have the natural wood look, no artificial panels or anything like that. We tried to extend the kitchen here. Apart from what we have here, we wanted the roof sort of encapsulate this whole section as sort of your wood look kitchen. And yeah, we think without even the decor, we managed to touch on a few things that sort of sets the precedence for what a modern African household looks like.
Yeah, I think when someone walks in, they're going to just be impressed. Even when they get their hand over the key, they're going to be impressed just with what's going to be coming with the place. So to get that furniture package is going to be even more amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now with the floor, we went neutral, but it's a sand look. Okay. So it's sort of a sandy beige. We tried to make it clean and neutral where we could be, but then focus on the accents. That way, if you come in and you want to furnish it with your own look, your own style, it's easy to do so.
We have embodied what the African feel and concept is here at Heritage 100.
Yeah. And the decor just ties it all in. We have pieces from all over Africa here. We have our masks, which are very important. Mm-hmm. We have our baskets. We try to put in a little bit, you know, a touch from different cultures. We have a little fufu, a little wedro and wama. It's wedro wama, yes, wedro wama over here. So yes, just little bits and pieces. An owner of heritage can just, you know, bring stuff from their home to furnish their luxury building. So next, I guess we can talk about smart features.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Heritage 100, the units here are chock full of smart features. Everything you see here that is electronic can be controlled by your phone, by your voice with Alexa that's hidden in the roof, and by a touchpad. So let me just give you a little demonstration. Natasha, are you gonna do the honors?
Sure.
So starting with our lock. This lock has biometric. It has a facial recognition, fingerprints, and a key code. It also has a card. So there's 4 different ways that you can access this door.
So nobody's getting in here.
No, nobody's getting in here.
Nobody's getting in here.
It's locked.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is a solid wood door. It's a very heavy door. We believe it's more than enough to make you feel safe and secure in your units. Mm-hmm. Apart from our smart door, we have this touchpad here. This touchpad is standard for all units. It basically allows you to control the devices in the room. So here I can control the lights. Let's see here. show the air condition, the fan, and the curtains. Can you do that? Look, let's see it. So this device here allows me to, determine how much I want to open or close it. So you can see a little demonstration.
I think this is so next level when it comes to what Ghana has to offer the real estate market. I mean, not a lot of people are going to think that this features even in homes in Ghana. So I think this is very unique. And I would want to play with it at first.
Just to get yourself conversant. Yeah.
Exactly.
So this doesn't only control, I mean, you don't only have to use this panel. This application can be put on your phone,
Wow. Okay.
on your iPad, and it just makes your life really easy. So, like I said, it controls the curtains, controls the speaker, controls the front door. Everything is done from this app here.
Can we test it out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I think I just opened the curtain.
And voila.
Yeah.
And this can all be done from your device, or your handheld device.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's very convenient.
Very nice.
It's very forward thinking. It's the way of the future. You can control all the electronics in this unit with the touchpad by your phone or by a voice. So would you like to say something to Alexa?
Alexa, turn off the living room lights, please.
What do you mean all lights?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Voila.
Okay. Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
So yes, it's a smart apartment, and we feel like this will go a long way to attract people who are looking to live in a very modern and futuristic building.
And it's also convenient living at its finest. I mean, the weather is the weather here in Ghana, and being able to, at the tips of your phone, to turn on the temperature in your house, and so when you come in, it's nice and cool and relaxing, is a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The reason we went smart is not just for convenience, but through experience. People who are able to operate things remotely, for example, turning on your air conditioning before you come in, it makes it easier for residents who are used to colder climates, who tend to leave the air conditioning on all day when they're out. These features make their life a little easier, saves on power if you can just turn the AC on 5 minutes before you get in, or it automatically comes on if it senses that your geolocation is maybe 1 mile from the residence. Okay. Thirdly, what I would like to showcase is the green or the EDGE certified features we have in the building. As you can see, we have these large open expanse windows. The idea is to bring in the maximum amount of lights.
Okay.
Apart from them being so huge, they are soundproof. They are double glazed windows, and they are also low E windows.
Okay.
So it sort of refracts a lot of the heat, but lets all the lights in. Okay. Another way we are green is, we have fans in the apartment. I think this is not common. I haven't seen this in Accra before, but it's a very common sense approach. We want people to be able to enjoy the tropical vibe. You're in Ghana, you're in Africa, open the windows, let air come in.
Right.
We don't know why it's only limited to homes. We have apartments, we are sky high, enjoy some fresh air, enjoy some sea breeze, and also save on your bills, right?
I mean, I love the concept of the wall to ceiling windows. I mean, I would think this is only a westernized thing, but the fact that you guys have brought it here to Ghana, I'm really impressed with it, and it just adds natural light, will be low costing on your utility bill.
Yeah.
So it works. It works.
Yeah, it's excellent. And we've gotten some really good reviews. Another way in which we're green is, this is a building that is filled with plants. We went very tropical with the concept. So on each balcony or behind each window, there's a planter box.
Yeah.
The difference is these planter boxes have built-in irrigation, and there's a water conservation cycle. So we use minimum water, and the water sort of recycles itself. So these are all ways in which we keep the apartment really green, ways in which we reduce your internal utility bills
Right.
and your service charge in total.
Kudos to Golden Coast developers for thinking of such a cool concept.
Yes. Thank you.
Very eco-friendly. Very eco-friendly.
It's a very eco-friendly
Yeah.
building.
I love it.
It's a very eco-friendly
I love it.
building.
I love it.
And even the common spaces showcase that. We know we have a Zen garden on the rooftop.
so
It's
it's
a
by
beautiful
Malaysia.
sea view.
Yeah.
The sea breeze there is immaculate. 90% of the units have a balcony that you can just sit on your terrace and relax. Enjoy your little garden, which is compulsory. Even on units that don't have a balcony, behind every window there's a planter box. So it still gives you the feel like you're home with your little backyard, your little garden. But I feel like it goes a long way.
Away from you're in paradise, if you ask me. You know, I've been on the balcony. I've been able to see and take in all the breeze that comes in, and having that greenery outside just makes you feel like you're already on vacation when you're in Ghana.
Yeah.
You know, so it's great.
If you don't mind, we could take a little walk to the
Absolutely, yes.
balcony, and then
So each patio will look very similar to this one.
yes or no.
Okay.
Depends on the location
Okay.
in the building.
Okay.
The corner units have a lot more space,
Okay.
but the plants are everywhere. Okay, so regardless of where you are in the building, you enjoy the plants. This is an external feature that's limited to this particular unit,
Okay.
just by virtue of the architecture
Okay.
and the lobby. But where I'm standing is standard for most 2-bedroom units.
Okay.
And the 1-bedroom and studio units have a smaller version of this. And yes, the breeze is good.
Absolutely.
Labone is close to the coast. It's a great indoor-outdoor experience.
Yeah, and then also these unique floor plans here. The patio is a wraparound patio, which is shared with the bedroom.
Yes. So,
Penthouse living.
I mean, exactly. This is a regular floor, but you still have the penthouse living. We just want to maximize the outdoor spaces, but not leave it bland or barren. So having to come outside, we feel like the plants are very important. Heritage 100 is a building that set out in the beginning to have more greenery at the end of construction than we did in the beginning.
Right.
So these are some of the features or the steps we've taken to make sure that becomes a reality.
Right. We are doing amazing work here at Golden Coast Developers, and I think that this green accent, this green stability initiative is really going to take us over the notch,
Yeah.
over the hill, because I don't know any other developers that are doing such a look like this in a concept, and I just can't wait to see more and more pop up on each level that you guys can complete.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you didn't even look up. We have a fan on the balcony.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? You're right. There is
Yeah.
a fan. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
that's also very unique.
You don't even
concept.
notice.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, people come to Ghana, you want to get some sun, you want to be outdoors. Why would you want to sit on a hot balcony? So, like I said, there are common sense approaches and common sense solutions to, regular problems. The focus is on your comforts. So, be on your balcony, read a book, have a fan, sea breeze, city breeze, and just enjoy the lifestyle of being in a car.
Absolutely. One step at a time, one day at a time.
Okay, so let me take you through what you should expect in the bedroom of a typical unit, because there's more than enough space for the bed and the decor around. Some units have the space for a little vanity station. The air conditioners that come standard with the building are Carrier Wi-Fi ACs. You can operate the ACs remotely with your phone, with your voice. You can set the ACs to come on, like I said, 1 minute before you get into your unit. You have the option to opt in for some basket lighting, like you see here, just to give the look and feel we are going for. The spotlights,
With the furniture package, right?
with the furniture package, yes.
Okay.
The spotlights are low glare, black spotlights with a bit of a glossy interior. The curtains, like I said earlier, are smart. All I have to do is tug on it and then they close by itself. You can close it manually if you want, or once again, you can close it with Alexa, you can close it with your phone or your touchpad. The apartment is very African, at the same time, very modern. So this is the look and feel we are going for. What you see here is going to be standard closets. These are push to open closets, and these are standard. They will also have lighting in them, motion sensor lighting. Yeah, pretty much this is what you should expect. Oh, let me take you to the bathroom where we have our black door handles. Our accents are black, like the kitchen counter, the light switches, the handles everywhere. It's a wood and a black feel. We feel like it complements each other very well.
I believe so.
Here.
Yeah, it's very uniformity, even though it's off, but it's on. Yeah, so it's great.
It's great. Thank you very much. Let me take you into what you should expect in the bathroom. The bathrooms also continue the look and feel we are going for. It gives you sort of an earth tone. You remember when we were little and we used to bath outside?
Yes.
Yes. So it makes you it's sort of reminiscent of that because the tiling is either a concrete look, a clay look, or a sand look. So just give us the earthy vibe. The sanitary ware that you should be expecting is grow hay. We use grow hay throughout. We have concealed showers, a shower niche. These glass partitions are standard with the units. Other components in the bathroom come built in, your towel holder and your robe hooks. And this excellent black granite that we have for our countertop.
Everything is exceptional.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm in paradise or I'm on vacation when I come into this bathroom. I mean, even the standing shower and the shower mounts and just everything about it. The way you guys positioned it, the accent, the tone, the feel, the smell, it's exceptional.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. So this is what we are going for, and this is what our buyers should expect once they move into a unit of Heritage 100.
So when I found out about the concept of the 2-bedroom hybrid, I just couldn't wait to see the completion of it because I have never seen a floor plan like this, not even in the States. And so expect to be impressed, and there's so much value behind it and so many reasons why it came up. And I'm just extremely excited that we're able to see it today because it's done. It looks good, it feels good, it smells good, and you're gonna love it. So Jones, take it over from here.
Yes, so we are in the studio version of the hybrid. The hybrid is one of our lifestyle units. The hybrid is a 2-bedroom convertible unit. This is basically a 2-bedroom unit that has the option to be divided into a studio and a 1-bedroom. So where we are is in fact what would have been the master bedroom or the studio. This unit can operate independent of the other unit. It has its own kitchen, it has its own front door, it has its own smart home controls. So yeah, we feel like the hybrid has received a lot of interest, and I feel like a lot more people are going to start utilizing this concept. So let me use the opportunity to showcase some of the appliances that will be coming standard in a typical Heritage apartment. Our kitchens are fully integrated. This is a fully fitted kitchen. It comes with an extractor, a cooktop, an oven, a microwave, and a washer dryer. The appliances that we use at Heritage 100 are Bosch and Samsung, and these are all going to come standard J unit. The kitchen has a under cabinet lighting on the floor as well, and a built-in fridge that integrates with the whole architecture of the units. Yeah. What also comes standard is the closets and the Wi-Fi air conditioners. The fans all come standard in Heritage 100 units. Everything else you see here will be available in our furnishing pack. The furnishing pack will be made available to buyers of Heritage 100, and they can choose between 2 or 3 packages on the extent at which they want us to fully furnish their units, or give them the flexibility to furnish bits of it or all of it on their own.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier before we started speaking, this is an amazing concept. It's very extraordinary. So if you are someone who is looking to purchase a Heritage 100, I highly have you look at the 2-bedroom hybrid first. because there's so much value in it. And as Jones mentioned, and there is a furniture package. So if you are not the type to furnish your home, we can take care of that for you at Heritage 100.
Thank you. Awesome. So if I can just showcase a few of the features, I mentioned earlier that if you look out the window, we have a planter box standard. The idea is when these plants grow a little bit, it just gives you the tropical vibe, no matter which room you're in. It doesn't matter if you have a balcony or you don't. You just feel like you're in Ghana. There's an emphasis on indoor plants, just to give you an indoor-outdoor vibe. This is the lifestyle that we are trying to push in this residence. It's an indoor-outdoor building. It's a tropical vibe. And at the same time, we want you to remember where you are. We don't want you to be in an apartment and not figure out what part of the
continent you're on.
the continent or the world you're on. We feel like that's what happens nowadays. If we were to blindfold anybody and put them in an apartment, they have to guess. But you don't need to guess when you're here. Everything emphasizes the fact that you're in Ghana or you're in Africa.
Again, amazing job. I think when someone walks in, they're definitely going to know that they're here in Ghana. And the concept, the vision, all the internal features that we have placed into our apartments is spot on. I think that anyone that wants to come here and rent or own is going to be just honored to have ownership or lease here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the accents.
Yes, so if I can highlight on some of the feature walls we have in Heritage 100, you would find a feature behind the TV or behind the bed.
Okay.
As standard. What we have here is the wood look that we usually go for in our development, with an accent that may be stone, it could be a pebble, a rocky surface. But basically, the idea is to have a coarser texture next to a smoother texture. So this is what you should be expecting on our TV panels or our bed panels. And let me also show you some of the features you should be looking out for in mostly our one bedrooms or our studios. The idea is to have multi-purpose furniture. So this nice TV console here is able to open up.
This is my favorite surprise.
Yes, open up into a dining space. For this is good enough for a single user. If you are a few more in the room, you can open it up to accommodate a few more plates. You can pull out the chairs.
Yeah.
And host some friends. And when you're done eating, you can just tuck everything all together and then be on your way.
Very multi-purpose.
Yeah. So basically, in the furnished, or if you select any of our furnishing packs, we try to maximize the space, especially in our smaller units. Use it when you need it, lose it when you don't. So these are some of the things you should be expecting in our furnishing packages. Furnishing packages should be out to our buyers by the end of March. So expect an email from us.
Right.
And go have a conversation on the look and feel you are trying to achieve in your unit. So Natasha, thank you for doing this little tour with me.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to come up. Absolutely.
Yeah, and thank you to our buyers for being patient with us and buying into the vision before the show unit was ready. I can assure them that if they look into any of our sales material or our brochures from when we were breaking ground, what we promised to do is what we've done. And we are working very hard to make sure that we stay consistent, and the values that we stand for as a company is showcased in everything that we do here.
Absolutely. So it is definitely an honor. And again, whoever, rest of the buyers, when they purchase, they're going to be honored. I believe that this is going to be the most visited tourist attraction as far as development in Ghana. So I'm looking forward to 2025, 2026, and 2027 being an amazing year for us at Golden Coast Developers.
Thank you. Thank you once again for going on this journey with me. My name is Jones Osei, and if you will permit me to give you a little bit of a gist on what is happening in the development as a whole and in Tower 2. Last time we spoke 3 months ago, I mentioned that we were about to start construction of Tower 2. We had just broken the buildings that were residing on the site, and the trucks were just starting excavation. 3 months down the line, I can tell you that we are working on the basement. A lot of the excavation has been done. We are doing the columns and the column pits that are going to hold the basement and hold the pool. Tower 2 is now 60% sold. We have about 40 units left in the tower. And apart from what is available, we introduced something called a lifestyle series. So in Tower 2, you'll find units that have a bigger terrace, that have a duplex. You'll find specialized floor plans that have a pergola, outdoor dining area. All these experiences are there to cater to people who may not just be looking for an investment, but really looking for a getaway right in the middle of Accra, without having to go to the outskirts, Ebri or Ada. If you want to be on the high floor, the sea view, enjoy the breeze, have some indoor-outdoor spaces, there are options in Tower 2 for a buyer like you. In Tower 1, we are 70% done with the building. A lot of the finishing is happening in the interior. We have tiled floors all the way to the 7th floor. We've done our ceilings all the way to the 8th floor. All that is left now is to have the windows inserted and then finish up with the kitchens. After that, we can move to the common areas and make sure we tie it all in. We are hopeful that we will finish construction this year. All hands are on deck, and we are moving at God's speed to make sure that we deliver as promised. As we head towards the second quarter, you will see more work happening on the exterior. We decided to focus on the interior first, but you see a lot of work happening on the exterior. We've already started planting some of the plants on our balconies, and majority of the facade, the very special facade that we ordered for this building, is going to start manifesting around April, May, June. Should see some action happening on the exterior as well. But in the interior, our bathrooms are poised to be ready. Like I said earlier, tile has been done, the walls have been skimmed, ceilings have been done in majority of the units, and we're just waiting to close out by the second quarter of the year.